Hi there. Let's read Air Miles. It's about this dog. Okay, his name is Miles. There's some end papers showing some sketches of the illustrations in the book. Okay, there's Miles. See that? That's the real Miles that this is written about. This is Miles. He lives with Norman Trudge and Norman's mother, Alice Trudge. Miles doesn't chase balls like he used to. Let's get closer. His legs hurt when he goes for walks. Sometimes he can't hear Norman and Alice when they call for him. I think Miles needs something new and exciting to cheer him up, Alice Trudge said. Let's ask our neighbor, Mr. Huddy, if he can help. Mr. Huddy had once made a car for Miles. See the dog driving the car? When he was younger, Miles drove it around the countryside, so Mr. Huddy was the right person to ask. I've been making an airplane, said Mr. Huddy. When we find a pilot who's small enough to fit in the cockpit, we can go to the field across the road and try it out. Could Miles be your pilot? Norman asked. After all, he's small and can drive a car. Couldn't he fly your airplane as well? Quickly, Miles learned how to fly. On a sunny day, with the engine roaring and the propeller whirring, the plane sped across the field and rose into the air. Miles was flying. Look, there's Norman and Mr. Huddy. And there's Miles flying the airplane. Miles was tired when he returned. Norman had to help him out of the cockpit. Miles slept for the rest of the day. The next time he flew farther, over the lakes and hills. There he is. Along the coast. Into the clouds. And sometimes he flew at night. Exploring the country, flying across big cities. Each time Miles landed in the field, Norman helped him out of the cockpit. Soon after, Miles stopped wanting to go for walks. He stopped enjoying his food, and he even stopped flying his plane. One day, Miles climbed out of his basket in the kitchen and left the house. Norman followed him to the field where the plane was parked. Gently, Norman lifted Miles into the cockpit. The engine burst into life. Miles raced over the grass and then headed for the sky. He flew higher than ever before. He flew farther than ever before. Norman waved and waved until he could see the plane no longer. Slowly, Norman walked home. Goodbye, Miles. That was called Air Miles. Hope you enjoyed it and that you subscribe and come back often. We'll see you next time here on Stories with Grandma.